All right, all right, all right, all right. Hello, children. Hello, children. We are back. We are back. We are back. It is currently, I believe, September 10th, 11:30 at night, where I currently am, and we are going to be continuing our blind first-time Breath of the Wild playthrough. We're going to be trying to head to the desert. Again, there's a lot of stuff we missed. Hopefully, eventually, we'll be able to actually start doing some damn missions. But we're going to be heading to the desert. I'm sure. Actually, we got a lot of crap down this. Whatever. We're going to see what we missed. We're going to see what we missed. There's a lot of stuff that we missed. Probably a lot of stuff down here, too. God damn this game. This game is freaking amazing. All right. But we're going to, again, head to the desert today. What is this star over here? What the hell did I mark? What am I doing? Okay. So, we do not have a lot of time. Again, busy day preparing for Halloween and a lot of different events. Had to order some stuff from Amazon. Had to, of course, cook dinner and make sure my kids are doing other stuff besides just actually studying. Do some physical activity, help my my young sons with some boxing tips and rolling and stuff like that. It really fun, really enjoyable time. Going to try to keep doing it more and more, but Jesus Christ, does just life put so many things in your way. You got to try to make time. And we're going to continue with this game right now, and we're going to be talking about what's going on around us in the world as to make sure we're not totally caught off guard. And the big story that we're going to be talking about today, before we get going, is the Epstein files. So as you can see, we're going to have Philip DeFranco give us the breakdown of the current news. And I'll be giving my thoughts or my ramblings throughout the video. But first, little quick breakdown from me. Again, the Epstein files are files, not just paperwork, but videos and recordings, whatever. Just a bunch of different information from the human trafficker that was Epstein. Is because he was taken out several. What was it, last year? I don't even remember anymore. Anyways, he was caught and put in prison, and then like a few months after he was put in prison, he was dead. And it seems that he was connected to a lot of rich, powerful people and was helping them fulfill their fetishes. And a lot of people suspect that the files contain Trump's name, and Trump is now trying to distance himself from knowing Epstein, even though there's dozens and dozens and dozens of pictures of them together, or people seeing them together, just so many goddamn accounts of them being best friends, sharing women, disgusting freaks. And Trump is just trying to basically start wars now to get people's attention away from with Venezuela. It is going to become the Red Sun, isn't it? Just like, oh God, the Red Move. No, it scared the hell out of me. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Always freaks me out. One moment, please. Not gonna get moving until this is totally finished. God, this thing always freaks me out. Freaking bail it. There we go. Yes. Do not make me crap my pants. How do I skip this crap? There it goes. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, let me head towards the over there. So yeah, Trump is just trying to get ahead of all this stuff. Again, he's been known to, just like Netanyahu from Israel, he's been known to basically cause chaos to get people's attention away from the things that are going to cause him trouble. And Venezuela, the killing of innocent people, Jesus Christ, it's just out of control. Anything to distract people. I wouldn't put it past Trump to do something like that. Also, Epstein's right-hand woman was also caught and was given 20 years in prison, but it seems that Trump is trying to give her a pardon, and it seems that she's complying. She's basically saying that Trump had nothing to do with it. It was all just Epstein's perversion. And to be honest, there was actually a woman that came out, and one of the victims says it was kind of like that, but they were still passing women around to other rich, powerful men. I don't know. We're going to have to wait until more information comes out. Anyways, the birthday book came out recently. That's the big thing. So Epstein's birthday book came out with a lot of disgusting, freaky letters from powerful people. A little bit of the letter already came out. The letters from... Oh my God, what am I doing? Oh, come on. Fucking blow up. Jesus Christ, the button is so hard to press. All right. What? I'm missing it. Yeah, so the letter came out a little while ago that showed Trump was actually communicating. Again, Trump saying, oh, I don't know him. You know, we weren't even close friends. But Trump is literally sending in perverted birthday letters. What is that? Oh, yeah, stable. God, this game is awesome. All right. And, you know, we're going to take a look what Philly D is going to say about it. And, again, I'll come into, because I'll just keep rambling. Okay, Philly D, take it away.
We've got to talk about the now infamous Epstein Birthday book because it's been released and it's actually way worse than we previously thought. Because back in July, it was a Wall Street Journal
it always is
not publishing the actual thing that Trump had contributed a letter to Jeffrey Epstein's 50th birthday book in 2003. With it said that it contained a drawing of a naked woman whose pubic hair is Trump's signature, as well as imaginary dialogue between Trump and Epstein, something that was very weird and creepy sounding. Trump supposedly writing that they have a lot in common and then adding enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? And ending a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday. And may every day be another wonderful secret. Right? And in response to it, Trump calling the whole thing fake and then suing the Journal's reporters, its publisher, and its parent company, News Corp, for defamation. And you had many, including J.D. Vance, so I think he asked it rhetorically, asking, where is this letter? And well, now the letter's here, along with the rest of the 238-page birthday book, because the House Oversight Committee got it from Epstein's estate and released it last night. And so now we know this letter, it very, very much exists, but still you had Trump allies denying that it's authentic. You had Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt saying, as I've said all along, it's very clear President Trump did not draw this picture and he did not sign it. President Trump's legal team will continue to aggressively pursue litigation, and adding, this is fake news to perpetuate the Democrat Epstein hoax. You then also have
it always is.
Charlie Kirk, Benny Johnson, and the White House Deputy Chief of Staff posting other example of Trump's signature, claiming that they look different. But as many have pointed out, the signature in the letter, it bears many hallmarks of Trump's actual signature. The bold serif lettering, the loopier cursive, the long tail at the end, and the final D.
And again, so like with signatures and stuff like that, a lot of times, little by little, people's signatures do change. But again, there's literally professional people that can check the signatures. I think Philly D is going to eventually touch on this, but there's again, from that time when Trump's signature was written at that time, there's other people that also got his signature for other things, you know, paperwork and stuff like that. And it's the same goddamn thing. All right, it's the same freaking thing. And let me get some arrows just so I can blast this guy in the head. Yeah, hell yeah, baby. Got normal ones again. Hell yes. One moment. These guys are gonna be all up in my business. Why can't I hit them? And yeah, you know, again, he also said, yeah, Trump, when this letter first came out, you know, Trump said, no, I don't draw pictures. And then his son's like, he doesn't draw pictures. No, we've never seen him draw pictures. But there's actually like evidence that shows like Trump was actually selling like little pieces of artwork for like some kind of charity bullshit that he was trying to do or something like that. Oh. So again, caught in a goddamn lie. He constantly lies and says, oh, I don't do any of that stuff. And he freaking obviously does. Hell yeah, right there. Again, Constance says, I don't know him. You know him. There's pictures of you with him. I don't do this. You did do it. I didn't do that. You did do it. All right, let's get to it.
There are even some side-by-side examples of known signatures from Trump, as well as this one from the birthday book. The one, you have Trump defenders using examples of his signature where he doesn't do the long tail. And two, you've got folks like Republican Representative Tim Burchett claiming that, you know, this could just be an outright forgery.
I mean, anybody can do a
signature. It could be, but it probably isn't, and experts check this shit.
With the Biden administration, so I've never known Trump to be much.
I never known Trump. Yeah, you don't know him, you jackass, or you're the kind of people that would lie about it constantly.
I just don't buy any of it.
But then with
you
all
don't
that,
buy shit, yeah.
Back saying it would be very strange and weird and seemingly unnecessary for Epstein's own estate,
interesting,
and therefore Epstein himself, when he was alive, to have a fake letter from Trump in his birthday book. Right? Of course, you've also had Trump.
Yeah, seriously, what the hell?
Of the lewd drawing with him saying in July,
I don't do drawings. I'm not a drawing person. I don't do drawings of women. That I can tell you.
And then you had his son Eric reiterating yesterday.
Always lying sack of
But as
shit,
is
man.
public knowledge, and as others have pointed out, Trump did draw pictures around that same time, which he actually auctioned off for charity, and their style is
Yeah, there you go.
similar to the one in the letter. And once again,
Yeah.
here they are, side by side.
Wait,
for
whoa,
comparison. That's
stop. Trump loves effing drawing. He constantly drew on like maps and shit when people call out his bullcrap. Wait a minute, let me see how to figure it out. Oh, right there it is, right there. Like if he constantly uses black markers to draw shit, like if I remember correctly. Yeah, like there was times when he would constantly doodle like on yeah, there was like, damn, I don't remember like every bit of it, but there was like damn, can we fit this in there? Come on. Get up in that. Get up all up in there. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Although this isn't, it's not the serious type of thing. Like he drew like a fake hurricane path, but that's not honestly not it. But there was like, I remember there was like a time when Trump was like doodling like on like White House paperwork or some shit like that. That was something, I'm not gonna look for it right now, but I remember seeing him do something like that. Again, he doodles.
Also not where it ends, even seemingly where he refers to himself in the third person in the letter as imaginary dialogue. It resembles his speeches and social media posts.
Nobody would be tougher on ISIS than Donald Trump. If Putin likes Donald Trump, you wouldn't even be hearing about the word immigration if it wasn't for Donald Trump. Trump was able to get him to give something. I don't know what the hell
Trump.
it was, but it doesn't.
God, I hate looking at him. He looks like a goddamn like
Donald Trump.
like the lint that you find in a drain.
Vocab, right? You had people out there going, the president would never use the word enigma. But in fact, he used it to describe Don King, Mike Tyson, and Dan Rather in his books. And then you have things like the letter.
Oh, if I don't use this word, you use the word
that Trump uses frequently.
It's going to be a wonderful thing. It's going to be wonderful for the Middle East. And it was a wonderful thing. It's been a wonderful thing.
But also,
yeah, there you
I
go.
think should be focused on.
I fucking hate him so much.
Outside of just
the hell, Link. Wait a minute, boss. My bad.
What we're seeing is that the birthday book contains much more that is
God,
very
what
revealed. Or something you've seen more and more people.
What,
honing in on
Link?
is
What is your
from,
problem, man?
Longtime Mar-a-Lago member Joel Pashkow, because it shows Epstein.
Oh my God, Link, you fucking suck.
With Trump's name on it, with the caption: Jeffrey showing early talents with money and women, and then sells fully depreciated redacted name to Donald Trump. And according to the Journal, that redacted name belongs to a real person, a wealthy European woman, then in her 20s. So the drawing apparently is meant to show Trump purchasing a woman from Epstein. The source is also saying that she was courted by both Trump and Epstein.
Oh, God damn it.
That when she ultimately went for Trump, Epstein felt bitter. Though I will say the woman's lawyer claimed she had no romantic relationship with either man, severed ties with Epstein in 1997, and doesn't know Pashkow and has no knowledge of the birthday letter. But then also, there are dozens of other letters in this book, and though most don't mention Trump outside of a brief comment that he was one of the many famous people that they met through Epstein, they do demonstrate, in the words of the New York Times, that Epstein's lewd and lecherous behavior with young women was both widely known and widely celebrated by people who described themselves as his closest friends and associates. So you've got things like a cartoon drawing of Epstein lying in a beach chair, getting what appears to be a nude massage, at least, from 4 topless women. There's also another comparing him to the fisherman from a Hemingway story, except instead of catching fish,
these are all letters from his birthday book.
Then had another lamenting so many
from his
girls,
estate.
so little time about Epstein. He also had one that reminisced about how in a farm town in Iowa, where it was hard to tell the difference between the girls and the hogs, Epstein somehow managed to find a spectacular tall blonde whom he later invited back with him to New York. Then another letter where the person said they agonized long and hard about what to write, and then simply put photos of lions and zebras having sex, and adding that they seemed more appropriate than anything I could put in words. And next, you have a letter alluding to how in the mid-1970s Epstein first discovered the Maxwell teenage daughter. And then finally, you had one letter marveling at the fact that somehow, at the age of 50, Epstein has avoided the penitentiary. So y'all can draw your own conclusions from all that, but arguably, these letters show that even 3 years before his first arrest, Epstein's reputation for being at least a womanizer and at worst, a sex pest with a fixation on very young girls, it was widely known among his friends. It was
oh my God.
Take on this, when NBC got him on the phone this morning, he reportedly said, "I don't comment on something that's a dead issue. I gave all comments to the staff. It's a dead issue." And you had JD Vance saying much of the same, posting on X, "Democrats don't care about Epstein. They don't even care about his victims. That's why they were silent about it for years." the only thing they care about is concocting another fake scandal like Russiagate to smear President Trump.
Again,
blind.
Russiagate
No
is
one has
technically
fallen for
true.
this
There was
BS. But
collusion
also
and shit. It's
in
just not the way it was
Trump,
presented
this
that
appears
was
to be
really
only to
the
begin,
best
right?
way.
Because the House Oversight Committee got more than just the birthday book from Epstein's
There was
estate. They also now have
collusion.
his
There
will, his
was
2007 non-prosecution agreement, right? That sweetheart plea deal that he got, and almost 30 years of entries in his personal address book. With that, I will note that the estate's lawyers told the committee we are not aware of the existence of a list of clients involved in sex acts, or sex trafficking facilitated by Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. And so for now, we're going to have to see, what we have to work with here and wait to see if the House obtains more evidence. Which, actually, we need to mention this. The committee still hasn't received a second batch of documents from Trump's DOJ, despite the deadline to comply with its
Of course, they never
files coming and going weeks ago. And all of this is, despite having several of Epstein's victims coming to Capitol Hill last week and demanding that Trump release the files, no more Republicans have signed on to Ro Khanna and Thomas Massey's discharge petition. So there's still just 2 lawmakers short of getting it passed in the House, with Massey himself, Nancy Mace, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Lauren Boebert being the only ones to join Democrats. But also, I'll add there that the votes in the House are very likely going to change soon, because the Democrats have vacant seats.
I want to go the normal way.
Politicians died, and those seats are going to be filled soon. Though that also doesn't mean it's a dumb deal. The White House might be able to work with or pressure one of the Republicans who says they will vote for it, and maybe they change their mind. It's something we often see in Congress is people feeling like, oh, I can vote against this because they know it's not going to actually have an impact. But soon, when the reality on the ground changes, maybe their vote does as well. For now, we'll have to wait to see, and it really does look like Trump might be behind here. But then quickly, in a 1-minute break that helps keep...
Stop. All right. Again, he's going to be talking. Wait, okay, fine. Ethical reaction.
It is time for you to get out there, especially because we've been giving out $500 every week for over a year thanks to our sponsor at SeatGeek.
Oh, God.
We still haven't entered, which is crazy because it's free. And the lineup right now is stacked. Billie Eilish, Luke Bryan, the Lumineers, Benson Boone, Lord, Hosier. I know I've got some games.
I don't know half of these people.
And, it's been awesome seeing so many of you winning the $500 SeatGeek weekly giveaway and using it to hit up concerts, games, Broadway shows. Y'all just living your best lives.
Oh, my God.
2 seconds in next week's $500.
Oh my God, seriously?
Initiated, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app with over 28 million downloads and tickets to over 70,000 events, sports, music, comedy, theater, you name it. So for the first timers, you download the app, scan the QR code, or hit that link in the description, and use code PHIL for $20 off your first ticket purchase. And then, and this is key for everyone, add code PDS to your SeatGeek account as well. That gets you $10 off any ticket and enters you for your chance to win the weekly $500 giveaway, no purchase required. So if you've used SeatGeek,
oh my God, what the
SeatGeek vet, that applies
God,
to you
I have
as well.
oh my God, what is happening?
Your enters. Hey, scan that QR code or click the link below and use code PHIL.
Oh my God, I suck. Look at this. Okay, stop. Jesus Christ. Oh, goddamn. All right. One moment, please. One moment. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's continue. Jesus Christ, man. All right. Yeah. So that's the big thing coming out right now. Again, Trump was constantly denying, as he usually does. But it seems like most likely it's true. There's more information. So one of the things is that one of the supposed victims these guys have so much HP, man. Holy crap. Damn. So much HP. The white ones, man. Bat. Delicious. All right. Oh God, wait, is this a house? Is this... What's up with this place? Seems a little... interesting. Yeah, one of the I believe one of the victims went on the Young Turks network, and she basically said that, kind of backing up what Ghislaine Maxwell was saying, but to be honest, I don't necessarily believe her, because again, this is like a huge operation across like multiple like islands and like different things going on. So unfortunately, I don't think she knows maybe all the information from my point of view. I think there's more to it, but she said that he was the main pervert. Epstein was the main pervert. He was kind of human trafficking for just himself, so he could whatever, I guess, abuse many women, young women, little slightly older women, but not really. Everybody's pretty goddamn young, underage. And then, like, what she said, that he would pass them on to, again, like, richer people. But I don't know, from other stuff that I've heard, again, there's like supposed like 1,000 victims from what I've heard over like so many years, because he was like doing this for over like 30 years. And again, the basic thinking is that, again, Epstein was part of Mossad. Mossad is Israeli CIA, and he was basically setting up oh my god, he was basically setting up traps for rich people in America and other countries. He was basically setting up people with power, so he could get dirt on them. He could get them in videos where they shouldn't be in, with a younger people that younger people that they could abuse, and then he would blackmail them with those videos. Again, you guys better not do this, or you guys better do this for us, for the Israeli and for the American government. It's not that deep. It's not that difficult. If you're, oh my god, these are like ridiculous, man. What the hell is up with this damn attack? I have got to. Yay! Arrows are always welcome. Arrows are always welcome. Again, it's not that like complicated. It's just horrible. That all this crap was happening for so many damn years, and all these people knew. But again, everybody is in on it. Basically, movie stars, politicians, princes, kings, queens, whatever. They're all fucking perverts. I mean, once you get that much wealth and money, like, you just got to get your rocks off with anything you can, like things that you shouldn't be doing. That's what gives you the thrill, man, it seems. Well, we're going to be a couple more days, and then more and more information is going to be coming out. It seems that again, they're trying to Trump supporters in the Congress and in politics, basically they're trying to block the files from coming out, but it seems they're going to be forced to release the Epstein files. I don't know. Most likely the real files are not going to be totally 100% disclosed. There's always going to be some people with their name erased. Again, we're going to see again, and you can still see that a lot of Trump supporters, no matter what, they're going to defend him. Again, they're already trying to look for excuses. As you saw, one of the politicians, I forgot his damn name right now, but I think Philly D showed it. He was basically making excuses for Trump, saying, oh, he's actually a white hat child abuser. He was abusing children so he could catch the real bad children abusers. Yeah, okay, so you were abusing children. Oh man. And then like his Trump supporters, they're like some of the people on the videos, again, maybe you don't see them in normal everyday life, but they're out there. Yay, wow, okay, thank you. They're there. God damn. Nice. Yeah, just basically trying to say that he's a white hat. If you don't know, white hat means doing something bad for a good reason, basically. It's kind of like we usually use it for hackers. You kind of have an image for hacking, like people that use their hacking overall is like kind of something you're not supposed to be doing to computers, but there's like white hat hackers that use their skills to catch actually like hackers that are trying to abuse and like harm people. Like people that try to expose the scammers from like different countries that try to scam old people out of their money. Working for the government, things like that. So Trump is that for child abusers, it seems. He's using his skills of abusing children to catch other abusers, so he can be the Highlander of abusing children. He can be the only one left. All right. All right. Okay. All right. There's a wow. Honestly, when I first came to this desert place, man, freaked me the f out. I have got to take on those lion little guys. Anyways. All right, we're gonna get to a safe location. We're gonna get to a safe location, and then we're gonna be calling it a little bit over today, a little bit quicker than I normally do. It's gonna be about 25 minutes that I got to play today. The reason is I already promised again another family members that I need to again give them another massage. Again, just constantly overworking this week. Like literally, how many hours I would say? Like if I would include travel time, let me see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like kind of working 11-hour days, 11 to 12-hour days, and including travel time. That's another like 13 hours. So the body is not doing too good. So I got to go help out if you can. All right. So we're going to be finishing up right there. Again, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer for more information to come out about the Epstein files. But again, remember, as always, Trump is a piece of garbage. All right. Take care of yourselves and ones you love. Good night.